What up, everybody? This is Dario Hunt from Living Life Fearless, and I'm back with a reaction to Near to the Wild Heart of Life by the Japandroids. It's been about 5 years since their last album, Celebration Rock, came out, and it was also the first and only albums of theirs that I heard, but it's still to this day one of my favorite rock albums of all time. I was immediately drawn to their raw, loud, almost garage band style of rock, and it's an album that I continuously find myself returning to over and over again. But for even as great as that album was, 5 years is a really long time in the music game, and there's no guarantees that they'll be able to capture that magic again on Near to the Wild Heart of Life. Part of that magic and what really drew me to them in the first place was the way that they seemed to boil it all down to the very essence of rock and roll. They took the simplest and most basic elements of the genre, guitar, drums, and vocals, and absolutely poured their all into it, creating some of the more earnest rock and roll that you'll hear. And thankfully, they don't turn away from this earnest type of rock on their latest album. So much about what I liked about them in the first place is still front and center in their music. I will say, however, that it is missing a little bit of that raw, rough charm from their previous album. It has an almost too polished feel to it, which I think is evidence of just musicians naturally improving in their profession, but in the process, ironically losing some of that initial charm. Not so much that it ruins experience, but it's still evident. With that being said though, A Body Like a Grave is as good as any song I've heard from them. Midnight to Morning is that scream out loud rock that I love so much from them. And Arc of Bar, while having somewhat of an underwhelming ending, is unlike anything I've heard from them before, but in a good way. Japandroid's songwriting has always been about that lust for life and the raw emotions of feeling alive. They crafted loud anthems to this theme in Celebration Rock, and it's a theme that continues on Near to the Wild Heart of Life. It's always been that fun, straightforward rock with lines being belted out with firm grin in place, and even after 5 years, they haven't really seemed to lose too much of the step. It may not reach the same monumental heights as their previous album, but it is still a great listen and a worthy addition to the collection. Have you heard Near to the Wild Heart of Life? What did you think about it? Do you think they picked up right where they left off 5 years ago? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to head over to Living Life Fearless and leave your rating for the album.